The Annenna Academy. The children were playing a game, but Anneena wouldn't join in. She had to finish her letter to her pen pal. Wilf came over to help. I just can't think of anything special about myself, Anneena complained. There's loads of things that make you special, replied Wilf. You can jump the highest in our class. You won that sewing competition, and you can waggle your ears. Anneena shrugged. So, she said, Wilf was getting cross with her now. We all think you're special, even Floppy, he cried. Floppy? Sniffed Anneena. How would he know? He's only a dog. Floppy put his nose in the air. Of course I know she's special. Of course I know she's special, he thought. I just wish she knew how special I am. The key on Floppy's collar started to glow. Suddenly Anneena, Wilf and Floppy were pulled into a vortex of brilliant colours and light. They were twirling round and round, faster and faster. They found themselves sitting in the exactly same position on the bench. It's our school playground, said Anneena. But Wilf had spotted something strange. No, it isn't, he said. Look. Coming towards them was a long line of girls who all looked exactly like Anneena. They must be clones. We are the Annenna Academy. We are the Annenna Academy, the girls all chanted together. Anneena stood up in shock. I don't believe this, she gasped. We must be in some sort of Anneena world, Wilf said, running away. But before Anneena had a chance to run after him, the two teachers had spotted her and were coming her way. Come on, dear, back into line, said one of them, and led Anneena towards the school. Let me go, cried Anneena. I don't belong here. As she was shuffled through the door to the school, she cried out to Wilf and Floppy. But it was too late. Anneena's been captured, gasped Wilf, as he and Floppy looked on in horror. Anneena was taken to a classroom full of the Annenna clones. Who are you all? She shouted. Everyone turned to look at her. Annenna Patel! They all said at once. No, you're not. No, you're not, Anneena cried. I'm Annenna Patel. Just then, one of the teachers arrived. Good morning, Miss Patel, the Annenna said. Anneena had enough of this. She stood up and said, I'm Annenna Patel, the one and only Annenna Patel. Don't be, the teacher stared at her. Don't be ridiculous, she said, but Anneena wouldn't sit down. Where I come from, everyone is different, and there's only one of me, she said. Miss Patel stood up. You're coming with me to see the head teacher, she said. Meanwhile, Wilf and Floppy had found an open window. We can sneak through, said Wilf. We've got to find Anneena. Back inside the school, the head teacher couldn't believe there could be such a place where there was only one Annenna Patel. I can prove it, said Anneena. All she needed to do was find Wilf, but the head teacher was horrified. An intruder in my school, she cried. Only Anneenas were allowed in the school. Don't worry, replied Anneena. He's harmless. The girls must be warned, gasped the head teacher. It was too late. Though Wilf and Floppy had already managed to get in through the window, as luck would have it, the first person they saw Anneena, at least they thought it was. Wilf and Floppy had certainly seen one of the Anneenas, but it wasn't the one they were looking for. I thought we'd never find you, said Wilf happily. Just then the real Anneena came in. Wilf, Floppy, there you are, she said. Wilf was confused. Which Anneena was the right one? I'm the Anneena you want, said the clone. Come on, let's go. Wilf, don't listen to her, begged the real Anneena. She's not the Annenna Patel. I am. Floppy sniffed around, but he couldn't tell them apart. They even smelt the same. The real Anneena realised there was only one way she could prove who she was. She had to do something special that Wilf could recognise. The clone Anneena agreed immediately. The contest was on. Everybody gathered in the school hall to watch. The real Anneena wagged her ears. That's easy, said the clone Anneena, and waggled her ears too. Then Anneena had an idea. I'm the only one in the school who can do this, she said, and grabbed the ball. She ran across the hall and jumped high in the air to put it in the net. Everyone gasped in amazement. The clone Anneena was impressed. I can do that, she said. Wilf ran over to the real Anneena. It's you, he cried. It's really you. Anneena turned and faced the school. I'm not the only one who's different, she told the Anneenas. Everyone, we're all special. The Anneenas cheered and clapped their hands. Then Anneena led the whole school out into the playground for a parade. Wilf caught sight of Floppy. The key's glowing, he said. We're going, thought Floppy. Back in the park, Anneena still had hold of the little ball. It gave her an idea of what to write to her pen pal. I'm in the school team because I can jump very high, she wrote. I would love to hear what makes you special. Please write back soon. Love from the one and only, the real Annenna Patel. The children clapped and cheered. Ready for that game now? Asked Chip. You bet, Anneena laughed. But we'll need a bigger ball. The end.